What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Daily Dinger. I am your boy, DG, coming in on a Monday. Hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend, a very much an extended weekend. But we have no time to waste. We have three guys that are going yard, so let's go ahead and get started here with a Yankee and Trent Grisham at plus 411 to 411. If you know, you know. He's going up against Griffin Jax. He's already faced him twice. He walked the first time. Second time, he hit a dinger off him. Now, it wasn't this season. And this is when Griffin Jax was coming out of the bullpen. So now, I'm looking at Trent Grisham, who has been hot lately, hitting very well over his last 10 to 15 games. And he has 7 of his 9 home runs against right-handed pitching. This is a dome, so there's no weather as the factor here. We like Trent Grisham today off of Griffin Jax going for a dinger. And if you're looking for a walk at plus 150, it's great value right here for Trent Grisham. All right, let's go to the next guy here. And this is a guy that was highly debated. And he's for my Atlanta Braves, and he is Ozzie Albies at a plus 525. Yeah, it's hard to pass up on him. Going up against Freddy Peralta, who struggles against the lefties. And honestly, 12 of the 13 home runs he's given up on the season have come to the lefties. But the thing that worries me, and the reason this is highly debated between me and Robbie Hockey, a.k.a. Robbie Long Dong for the baseball season, is Ozzie is 0 for 13 against Freddy Peralta in his lifetime. He does have 2 home runs in his last 5 games, and so he's seeing the ball better, lifting the ball, drop drive. Also, a lot of the pull percentages are up, the barrel percentages are up, but the exit velo isn't there. Ozzie isn't the guy who's going to crush the ball, but when he does hit it, he hits it at a high launch angle, which drives it out, to which we do have friendly air, friendly weather there in Truist Park in Atlanta. So that's the reason that he went with Ozzie Albies. I was going to leave it up to Mr. Predicto. And I figured, you know what? I'm not going to let him choose between Ozzie and Olson. But I do like Matt Olson today at plus 320. But I mainly like Matt Olson for a walk. It's at plus 115. I think because he's a lefty, Freddie struggled against the lefties. We could easily see Olson go for a dinger at plus 320 or the walk at plus 115. Also wanted to make sure I gave you the odds on Ozzie a walk at plus 190. Ozzie doesn't walk a ton, but I think at a plus 190, if he doesn't walk the first at bat, you might be able to get a walk as a live play at a plus 250, plus 280 in that game. So he has a chance to walk in his next 3 at bats. So that might be a good way to attack it. But before we get to our last guy and maybe something else I have up my sleeve for today's video, make sure you become a member over at Weekday Wages right here at our YouTube channel. You can easily just hit the join button. You can be a part of the fam, or you can go ahead and have baller status. It's just $2 or $5, and you'll be a part of our crew, the community that is consistently growing since we started this just a week ago. And so make sure you join us over there. And make sure you check out this video as well as other videos that we're going to be coming out. We give out 2 extra plays, and they've been crushing it lately just for baller status members. And so make sure you check those out right now. But let's get to our last guy. And there were some other guys that we wanted to pick between, but this is the guy who ended up coming out on top, and that is Hunter Goodman at a plus 230. He's going up against Eric Lauer, who has 17 home runs allowed and just 11 starts on the season. And Hunter, he's 2 for 6 with a dinger against him. The home run was back on May the 26th. So we have very much some familiarity in just this season. And Hunter has 6 home runs over his last 9 games. And I was thinking, all right, this is an away game. Let's check the stats between home and away for Hunter Goodman, because as you know, Coors Field, these stats could lie a little bit. But weirdly enough, he's hit better, and especially for more power, away from Coors Field, where he has majority of his home runs are away instead of at home. And so being on the road here out in LA with the weather is phenomenal. You can go ahead and target him for a home run at a plus 230. But I also looked at the walk, and I don't love this. So let's just put that out there on Front Street. I don't love the walk, but it is plus 268. So it has to get you thinking. The way these have correlated, where you get a home run or a walk, and sometimes we're getting one of each, if not both, in a game and guys we target. So go ahead and look at the walk at plus 268. All right, well, if you stay for this long and you're not just forwarding to our plays, you see the 3 guys and then you peace out, I want to give you 3 guys that I love. But the weather or the issues just weren't. There's something that didn't line up. But Rafael Devers at a plus 440. The strong winds out in San Francisco, it worried me a little bit because sometimes the ball doesn't carry if the winds are so strong. It'll end up knocking it down. And so if you don't hit through it and then let it carry you, which Rafael Devers could do at plus 440, I just worried me on that one. The other one is Garrett Mitchell. The winds are circling, but the value at plus 840, he has a great matchup, but he's playing out in St. Louis. The winds are circling. So what I would do is wait close to the first pitch, see what other people are saying about the weather there in St. Louis. Is it actually going out or is it circling where the ball could get knocked down? Is it a crosswind? And so because of that, the ball could not carry as much, but a plus 840 is hard to pass up on. And the last guy I have was Junior Caminero, the Caminero Cash. Yesterday was his birthday. He didn't hit a dinger. They obviously didn't score a run. But at plus 328, it's the best value we've had in a good minute. He's going up a guy in Cam Schittler who's allowed 5 home runs in his last 2 starts. But the biggest thing was, and the reason he didn't make the list, is Caminero birthday yesterday. They traveled from Houston back to Tampa, got in later that night. Guess what? On your birthday, you're probably going to have some extra fun. All right, well, that is what we have today. We have 3 guys, Hunter Goodman, Ozzie Albies, Trent Grisham, all to go yard today. But make sure you check out our live show today at 2 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss it. Me and Mark are breaking everything down, as well as what's happening within the World Cup, as well as Major League Baseball. The payrolls are crazy, but the records don't add up. So we'll hit on all that today, this afternoon. But we'll see you all today right here live on the Weekday Wagers YouTube channel at 2 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss it.